There are three different pronunciations of the ed suffix in English. It makes the D sound, as in Samus pulled Pit closer. It also makes the T sound in Samus attacked Pit. It also makes the id sound in Samus blasted Pit away. Pulled, attacked, blasted. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick and welcome to Lang Arcade, a channel where I combine my passion for teaching English with my love of video games. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to say the ed suffix or the ed ending for English's simple past tense. Are you ready? Let's level up your English. How do you pronounce the ed ending in English's simple past tense? Did you know there are three ways to say it correctly? Here are some examples. It sounds like a D in Mario closed the door. A T in Mario flipped to the ground. And id in Mario defeated Bowser. My students tend to use id for all past tense verbs, so they say things like Mario closed the door and Mario flipped to the ground. They will say Mario defeated Bowser correctly, however. If you struggle like my students do, don't worry. These ending pronunciations are not random. There's a neat little trick you can do to learn how to say them correctly. In English, there are certain letters that produce a voiced sound. For example, the letter M is considered a voiced consonant because you can actually sing the sound it produces. For example, you can feel the vibration in your throat. The letter M is a voiced consonant. There are certain letters in English that can't be sung. These are called unvoiced consonants. For example, the letter T is unvoiced. You cannot sing the letter T. I know I look silly, but trust me, this is very useful. There is no vibration in your throat when you say the letter T. It's just a puff of air. So the difference between a voiced consonant and an unvoiced consonant is that there's a vibration in your throat. You can think to yourself, if you can sing it, it's a voiced consonant. If you can't sing it, it's an unvoiced consonant. For example, the letter D is voiced. Duh, duh, duh. You can feel the vibration. But the letter P is not voiced. P, p, p. No vibration. A trick that I like to teach my students, especially my younger students, is to think of Jigglypuff, the singing Pokemon. Bear with me, this will all make sense. When Jigglypuff sings, you doze off, which is another word for sleep, and you dream. Doze and dream begin with the letter D. The trick is, if you can sing the final sound of the verb, or if the final sound is voiced, the ed gets the D sound when you pronounce it. If you can't sing the final sound, or the final sound is unvoiced, the ed gets the T sound. In the sentence, Samus pulled Pit closer, we use the D sound because you can sing the L in pull. Pull, pull. Samus pulled Pit closer. In the sentence Samus attacked Pit, we use the T sound because the K in attacked can't be sung. K, k, k. When Jigglypuff sings, you doze off and you dream. When you can sing the final sound, the ed gets the D sound. When you can't sing the final sound of the verb, the ed gets the T sound. Finally, there's one last rule that we need to learn. And this one's the easiest one of them all. If the base form of the verb ends in a T or a D, the pronunciation becomes id. No matter what the verb is, if it ends in a D or a T, the pronunciation is id. So in this example sentence, we use id because the verb blast ends in a T. And when the verb ends in a T or a D, we use id. Samus blasted Pit away. Okay, let's review. Remember, think of Jigglypuff. When Jigglypuff sings, you doze, and you dream. Both words begin with a D. If you can sing the final sound of the verb, the ED gets the D sound. When you can't sing the final sound of the verb, it gets a T sound. And if the verb ends in a D or T, it gets the id sound. Let's practice. In this sentence, the verb float ends in a T. And when a verb ends in a T, we use the id pronunciation. Princess Peach floated over Luigi. Here, we have the verb burn. And we can sing the N in burn. And when we can sing it, we end it in a D. Bowser burned Donkey Kong. In this sentence, the verb punch ends in a ch sound. You cannot sing the ch sound. And when you can't sing it, you use the T sound. Little Mac punched Pac-Man. In this sentence, the word defend ends in a D. And when a verb ends in a D, we use the id pronunciation. Link defended himself from Toon Link. In this sentence, the verb wave ends in a V sound, and you can sing the V sound. When you sing, you doze, and you dream, so we use the D ending. Zelda waved at young Link. V. In this sentence, Yoshi tossed an egg at Lemmy Koopa. We use the T sound because the S cannot be sung. S. Yoshi tossed an egg at Lemmy Koopa. It's going to take some time to learn how to pronounce the ED ending correctly. And it's unrealistic for me to expect you to constantly feel your throat for a vibration when you're out speaking in public. But when you're by yourself reading at home, now you have a little trick that you can use to make sure that you are pronouncing the ED correctly. And that's it. Now would be a good time to practice what we've learned by yourself. I'm going to put a list of words on the screen. Pause the video and try saying these words out loud correctly. I will then give the correct pronunciation. Smashed gets the T sound because you cannot sing sh. Damaged gets the D sound because j can be sung. Needed gets the id sound because need ends with a D. Laughed, worded, played. Now, played ends in a vowel sound, a, and all vowels in English can be sung. So if the verb ends in a vowel sound, it will get the D pronunciation. Played, tripped, mixed, hurried. There's that vowel sound again. Hurry, E, you can sing it. So when you sing, you doze, you dream, you use the D sound. Hurried, healed, shouted, grabbed. If you found today's video helpful, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we're on Instagram and TikTok as well, at Lang Arcade. Thank you for watching, gaming, and learning with me today, and see you next time. Bye! Also, I've been doing this with the skunk on my lap. This is Atari. Okay, bye.